Hate the fact that my browser always fails to play the clip, so I don't always get the sound on that.
Don't know.
Hey, y'all, at the same time. All right. So we will be actively filming the Borg versus Magneto skit today.
Did you freeze?
No.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why there's extra stuff on. Do I have to warn this one or just hang up? Then just what I need today. Where the hell? Oh, I think that's just stuff that you didn't delete yet.
Okay.
Simulation is not going to happen. There's a guy in the asteroid who controls magnetism. Means he can reach out.
That was me recording. That's all my original lines from the first one without the Borg lines.
Yeah. Do we just want to delete that real quick? We've got the whole other script elsewhere. All right. So the only thing I have to record is the I did. And honestly, oh, I guess you're gonna get rid of that. Never mind. I almost feel like you can I think you can change that so I'm not even in it. Like if you go eyes wide, please hold, and just go, you know what? No, I'm not gonna warn this one. Like I like the call out to me, but it's not necessary. It's definitely it's like one of those moments where even though I did insert you and Napa into the part where I'm looking both ways to decide if I'm going to deal with this bullshit or not, that was necessary because that was my moment of walking away.
And there's the line. So he goes, "Please hold. I might just let this one find out the hard way."
I like that.
Yeah.
And then that's the end. So then I don't have to record that bit. Now for everyone here, yeah, I'm gonna record a video. What video should there's a thing I wanted to bring up. We talked a long time ago about possibly doing donation thing towards a wheel. And we talked about it at length on a live years ago. And where we would take donations and the names would go up on a board. And once a donation, we would spend that and then kind of go from there. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. We could totally do a wheel of names with donations, have certain amounts, bam, add that name. And then like certain goals, once they're reached, we spin and that's a video that gets done. And I think that's a great idea for us to just kind of do some random ones, whether or not that exists solely on the live or gets fully fleshed out. We would probably record it either way. And if we like it well enough, we can put it up. I'm afraid the Levi you were looking for has fucked off. Please try again a long time later. And I just cursed within the first 8 minutes of the stream. Well,
demonetization, here we come.
Thankfully, we haven't yet. I think it's like if you do it to the extreme, but thankfully they have not yet. Plus, I tend not to monetize the YouTube one right off the bat. Twitch, on the other hand, angry. How is Twitch doing, by the way? Where is Twitch? Here we go. Let's take a look at Twitch's stream manager here. Subscribe on early drops. Yeah, sure. Why not? Get rewarded by purchasing or gifting subscription. Oh, that reminds me. There was a little bit I did. That cannot be made. That won't be made. What is Stephen just do?
100 pounds. Holy crap. Thank you.
Holy shit. Thank you again. Random remonetization. Stephen over here supporting the channel. Being a sponsor. Brought to you by our sponsor, Steven. Thank you, Steven. Oh goodness. Let's we have 3 viewers over on Twitch. Well, that's a tiny bit shabby. It's understandable though. It's all right. Analytics on Steam are a bit low this month, but that's all right. It's not that big of a deal. Where was I? Stream manager. Levo! Hey, how you doing? Engagement, research, achievements. So yeah, well, there's no way we're gonna get like we're affiliate, but partnership is much harder. Because we need 75, an average of 75 viewers, and that's hard enough as it is. Like
On
we
Twitch,
have,
right?
yeah, on Twitch, and that's hard enough as it is with what we've got. Not saying that I can't do that. It's just more of a matter of like the more time, and this is to be honest for everyone here, the more time I spend trying to push streaming and do streaming, the less time and energy I have for like the other things. I have a bunch of ideas, but like I'll spend 2 to 4 hours streaming, and then I'll spend another 2 to 4 hours in the same day streaming again sometimes. And like the hours add up very quickly. And I love hanging out with you guys, but also those are hours that I'm now doing that instead of like filming other stuff sometimes. So Twitch is better video quality. Yeah, it is 100%. It's much better quality over there. Are our commands working? That's a good question. Are the commands working right now? Somebody want to test out the commands, make sure they're working everywhere? So we are. I showed Chris an animation style that would be perfect for retelling the skits as they're currently written out. Versus what we're currently doing, which is we rewrite better jokes, blah blah blah, move forward, right? But the other animation style that we're looking at would literally be like a recap, which we've got thousands of hours of content, so making recaps in that particular style would be great, and then we can always go back and fix things up and make them a little bit better, because the recap isn't going to cover every little thing, but it will be done in a way that's like you don't need voices. It's going to be, it's going to be nice and simple. I don't even think the mouths were out animated on that skit, were they?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Hopefully, he comes back. I agree. We do need to post on some other socials more eventually, but there's the amount of work that it entails, and then possibly dealing with other stuff. We're kind of like, based Borg off of Gould. Oh yeah, the Gould skit. That is something that we'll probably work on today. But would it be okay to do a fanfic? You guys can do fanfics all day long. We don't mind. Go for it. We've been meaning to make a Wikipedia or Fanpedia and stuff like that, but we haven't got around to it. And then eventually me and Chris kind of just agreed as like, maybe we should just let the fans do that. Like go in there and periodically be like, oh, that's wrong. We should correct that real quick. And then like make note of who we are. And I was like, corrected by, boom. You just watch everyone go, oh. we did that in Reddit once where Chris and I popped into the Reddit thread and they're like, oh, I love you guys so much. And we're like, thanks. Was it good fan suggestions or ideas to revisit? I'm going to send you a message real quick. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How does one apply for villainhood with your company? Also, hello. Do villainous deeds, and when you need something, call. And then you'll go through the proper channels and paperwork and stuff like that, of course. Although you might have to deal with the wrong area of customer service to start out with, because that happens to everyone.
So I've been working on something here real quick. Sorry, I know I didn't mean to be ignoring the chat. But I think you'll appreciate that.
I don't know. Where'd you put it?
In animation.
I don't have the thing there.
I'll do it. Hey y'all, Borg Billy's here. Now kindly lower them shields, park that space bucket, and step on out. You hear? We're gonna take your gizmos and your guts and your culture and run them through the steel. We'll keep what fits and dump the rest. Y'all get best just settle down now, because resistance will be about as effective as trying to milk a bull. Get ready, y'all. Simulation's coming faster than a hog on a grease slide.
That's really good. Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Borg Village here. Now, kind of lower them shields, park them space. Hey, y'all. Billy. Yeah, because I want to do Billy Borgs because I got used to that. Hey, y'all. Borg Village here. Now, kind of lower them shields, park that space bucket, and step on out. You're here. We're gonna take your gizmos and your guts and your culture and run them through the steel. Now, we're gonna keep what fits and dump the rest. Y'all best just settle down now, because resistance is about as effective as trying to milk a bull. Now get you all ready. And the you know what? Just screw it. The simulation's coming faster than a hog on a grease slide. Sorry. Went ahead and used the screw up as part of my advantage. Yeehaw! I don't know if that cut out or not.
It didn't. Okay, so let me do my recording real quick. Come on.
Don't mute me.
For what we need to get to Openock. And then
there's a pop. Oh,
good. Get that done, and then we can work on. You just said it. Oh yeah, you said a minute ago what we were going to work on, and I forgot what you said.
We can work on whatever we want, but ultimately I would like to move forward with the Stitch / whatever skit. Yeah. That way we can kind of put that project and get that project moving forward, and then we can if we want to do something funnier, we do something, or not funnier, just something
random. Bummed that this thing didn't work for you.
I know. That does remind me though, real quick. I want to see. I found out that like for Android, there's just like a smart view thing. Select a device to mirror your phone screen or play content. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. It doesn't really want to work with my PC without like setting my PC up with a Damn it. But yeah, there's just like a smart stream type of deal, and I'd have to like go around. Hey, Jeremy, real quick. No, I like I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. I got a quick question for you, Jeremy. Did you? I was going through some of the live stuff, and I saw one of the lives where we were talking about your laundry stuff. Did you ever find a little in-house laundry to make things a little bit easier? I can't remember if we decided to scrap that idea because I didn't watch the whole thing through. Because I know we talked about it and came up with a lot of different solutions, and I think maybe it was one of those things where it just kind of meh. I don't know. Sorry, random thing, and it came up. Nope, still using one in building. It's only $5 or $10 a month. Oh yeah. It was one of those things that the only reason to get it would be to stiff the landlord. Might be moving next year anyway. Oh, there you go.
That's a problem.
Resistance is futile. Coming from her belly. Did you all try to get them there? Lizard that breathes fire? Fire belly? Yeah, there we go. Did you try to get that fire belly? Well, I don't know about that. And It kind of ate some of my can the other day, and I figured it'd be good to go and grab it. Well, let's talk for today. So Chris is going to film, then we're going to work on the Stitch stuff, and we might just do we are Karen of Borg. All managers will be assimilated. Bitch, try it. I will bog you down with so much legalese you will have regretted. Gantu from Lilo and Stitch calling to ask why he hasn't received anything about the new live action movie. I've got I'm worried in a sense.
About what?
Well, the live action doesn't look like it looks good, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that's changed. And a thing I'm worried about happened before on our channel, where we go and we make this really good storyline. We work our asses off on it. Admittedly, we're putting a lot of work into the Stitch everything. What I'm worried about is the Stitch movie bombing, people seeing our videos and like tagging Disney in them, and us going, "Oh, Disney, don't,"
and being like, "This is what you should have done,"
and Disney going, "Knock, knock," and we're going, "Hey, everyone, I love y'all. No more Stitch content."
Or Disney going, "Knock, knock," and there's some big burly dudes in black suits, and we're like, "Hello," and they're like, "Employment contract."
that one would be a good one.
Yeah.
I've been like, "Do I get to be a full-fledged writer again?" Yeah. Only this time get paid way better for it.
Are you implying that I don't pay you well? I'm just kidding.
No, you pay me great.
I know.
Technically, I guess technically that means I do get paid for writing. I just kind of encompass it in everything else. Is the thing. Why does John's mic look like a bong? It's not a mic. Joker. What are we doing with the Joker? I can't do that today. Yeah, I have to go in. So the easiest way for me to go into the Joker-esque video is Betsy. It's so fun to say that word and just slip right on into it. It's really interesting to see Hamill be able to just slip right on in to the voice without any type of practice whatsoever. Oh, let's see, I lose it there. But he's able to slip into it so quickly. Then again, it's mostly just his voice, a couple octaves up.
There it is.
I love the side conversations that we have during live that none of you all get to be privy. We're keeping things from you.
Don't brag. I'm just kidding.
Mickey Mouse,
something you don't know.
Hold on. Haha! I hear that you decided to make some content. It's okay. Give it. So I can't quite do Mickey continuously, but I can do the ha-ha. I think a lot of people can do the Mickey ha-ha laugh, but it's like being able to constantly talk in his voice. Josh can do a really good Mickey.
Yeah, he can.
To be fair, Levi would totally get Disney to hire you too, John. Early reviews of live action Stitch are good. Could be $1 billion movie.
Really?
The question is are those reviews from people that, love the old movie so much? Like, is it out?
I didn't think it was.
Is Stitch the live action real? That's sad. May 23rd. So, okay, there's critics, and then there's everyone else that the audience, that the movie is geared towards. Okay? You've got 2, possibly 3 generations that have watched the Stitch movie and are going to judge the live action based on the animation. And if they fuck it up, I really hope that they go, okay, we can't make any more live actions for a while. Like the How to Train Your Dragon is like split down the middle. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, this is almost a 1-to-1, but then they bitch about the casting and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you have the other people who are like, we don't want a fucking 1-to-1 animation. Just make it new. You can do a live action, just make it different. You have an entire book series that you could have drawn from. Instead, you're going, hey, we already did this. It was successful.
Right.
Let's make a live action.
That is a very true statement. It could hardly be worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
There's been some contenders for that as of late, though.
There are. But I mean, that's like the worst of the worst, or at least among them. Anyways, I'm muting you so I can record these.
All right. Short idea. John said, please, Loki, I know you didn't do well with the super strong. He did the thing we do not talk about on the ceiling, John. But Loki has a
dimensional shift. Probably another Borg cube where it doesn't belong. Let's see. Yep. Maybe a
live action Death Note. Yeah. Maybe close, but I don't like DBZ. I'm hoping the dragon is a dry
dimensional
run.
Shift.
Rider's a pern.
Probably another Borg cube where it doesn't belong. Let's see. Yep. Oh no. Those idiots. That sounded that felt very fake.
It did. My question is he going to, I guarantee you he's going to do the count thing where he counts instead of listening.
Probably another Borg cube where it doesn't belong.
Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. I do.
Oh, no. Those idiots. Two of 12, this is John and Villain Support. Listen, you've just dimension jumped into Marvel Universe 616 and you're approaching Asteroid M. You need to stop. You need to turn around now.
Make them go to the Mass Effect world. Yeah. I would love to do more Mass Effect content.
That assimilation is not going to happen, okay? There's a guy there who controls magnetism.
Every time I've done more niche content, it just doesn't do well. And we've tried to break
212, I need you to listen to me, okay? You're dealing with Magneto, the master of magnetism. Okay?
The Gary videos do well. A lot of people know him, especially
212, you need to listen to me, okay? You're dealing with Magneto, the master of magnetism. He's ruthless, ridiculously powerful, and when it comes to defending Asteroid M or his fellow mutants, he is a cataclysmic danger to a cybernetic race like the Borg.
For the first 6 months I worked there, it was like a 6-person office.
Please turn around now. You're not going to be able to. I am going to hear that sound in my nightmares. What? Why?
This is the benefit.
I am going to hear that sound in my nightmares.
The animation, because now instead of having to,
it's a reality shift. Who? What?
Oh yeah, Chris gets passionate and his sound overpowers Levi at times. Yeah. I mean, if you really want to hear me, I can get right up and close in person. You'll be able to hear me just fine.
Inter-reality shift? Another one?
Plus, we can just do that.
Oh, no.
Levi ASMR.
Please hold.
You just need to whisper just a little bit for the ASMR effect.
I might just let this one find out the hard way.
Relax the voice. Drop it down. Just don't shake it around because it's not that type of stream.
All right. Those are done and ready to get interspersed with animated Borg shenanigans.
Oh, that is the benefit of like the animation. 100%, huge benefit of it. And I know there's a lot of people who are going to be like, I still want it without the animation. This one is being filmed from start to finish with animation in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then down the road, we'll, after a while, if we want to, which is still planned, to make a full-on non-animated one, and a full-on animated one. But right now, there's not a reason to like force that. Go ahead and take advantage of the basically cuts in the video. ASMR makes me irrationally angry, and I don't know why. Borg fire, what's wrong? Or black fire, not Borg fire. I don't know why I was looking at Borg fire.
Borg fire.
We all gonna have Borg fire on down here today. Woo! That's more Cajun, yeah. I don't know what it is with Cajun lately. Maybe I'm just craving some. Need to go and have some. I saw some crawfish the other day. I was like,
be a show off. All right, that's
Borg fire when they picked up Dresden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I am not screen mirroring, you goddamn phone. I had to restart I had to turn my phone off and turn it back on because it still thinks it's screen mirroring. So this video is playing on an external display. I'm like, the fuck it is.
All right. Borg versus Firestorm. So, the Borg videos, sadly, do not do universally well. That's just the truth of the matter. They just don't do as well as the Predator videos. And part of that is 100% that there isn't as big of a fan base. Like, you have the generic fan base, and then you have the fan base who likes Star Trek. The generic fan base has seen the Predator movies, heard about the Predator movies. You have a much larger fan base, quote unquote, of people to be like, oh, I know that. This is funny. Versus, who are the Borg? I'm not saying that the Star Trek fan base is small by any means. It's getting in front of that fan base.
Yeah, Timothy Armstrong, it would be bad if a Starforge showed up instead of a Borg cube. All right, is this actually going to work? And let me play the video now. There we go. I just want to watch what I recorded real quick.
You're good.
I recorded for 10 minutes? Jeez.
I guess. Oh, yeah, right here. So,
what if Skynet made a Predator? Or a Terminator?
My biggest issue with doing too much Predator content is one that we've discussed before. Like, we got popular because of the Predator content.
No!
100%.
It recorded that video in fucking slow-mo.
Okay, try to speed it up.
I gotta find out. Yeah, I bet you I can put it in CapCut and speed it up. Hold on.
You should be able to just edit and speed
up.
Oh
my god! I was and then I see myself speaking and I'm like, dimensional. I'm like, no.
That's funny. Not so funny, but funny.
Wait,
Post a
what?
version in
What?
slow mo just for the funny. Yeah, it's
Hold on.
it's hit and miss on that. I've
Why?
posted stuff like that, and like you get like when we're
No,
trending,
it
it
didn't.
makes sense to post something
Why
like
was
that.
it playing in slow mo? What the hell?
So it's not slow mo.
No, I don't know why it was doing that.
You might have pressed something to make it
It's the
slower.
weirdest freaking thing. All right, whatever.
All right, so watch it and see if it is good. That's what you needed
Thank
to
you,
do,
Rick
right?
Bobs.
Huh?
I was saying thank you to Rick Bobs.
Oh, love the content.
Or
Yes,
Babs.
thank you.
Rick, is that Bab? Yeah, Rick Babs.
My mic thing is soft. It's fuzzy.
That's borderline creepy as hell.
It's okay. I'm just gonna pet it and stroke it.
My mic thing is soft.
Nice and soft, and I'm stroking it. Shh. Just look at the hamster.
Pretty Mike. Pretty Mike.
Shrimp, we don't. Okay, so it's not that we don't want to do blooper reels. It's been discussed, and if we get the hardware necessary as well as the time, blooper reels definitely should be a thing. The biggest problem is hardware in order to save data needs to be offline. And then at that point, whoever's doing the heavy lifting of the editing of that needs to be able to access that storage, whether it be online or offline.
Yeah.
And speaking as somebody who edited a blooper and it took like 2.5 hours just to find everything and put it together and get it to look okay. And I wasn't even done after that 2 hours. It was just like getting it to be consistent. And then I added a bunch of stuff afterwards. You can have the blooper reels like I'd make them, which is, hey, I just pop there. There it is. There's a blooper. Funny little thing. And a lot of people make comments. They love the bloopers. Making a specific reel for bloopers is just time consuming on top of the hardware stuff.
No, I did record it in slow mo. That's why it was taking so long to load. I don't know what my phone is trying to do here. What I should do is just re-record the fucking thing.
Yeah, just re-record it. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's my dumbass's fault.
You're not a dumbass, but make sure that it's not in slow-mo this time. Your phone has gained sentience and it is preparing for Skynet. Apparently, you haven't been treating your phone properly, and it hates you. So it's going into slow mode. I just realized that it's got to be pretty late for you. It's like 10 o'clock, 10:30 for you right now.
I took a super long nap from like 6 till 8.
Oh. So
I'm good to go for a while.
Samara visits the Borg Collective. That's definitely a way that we could. Oh God, there's a lot of things that we haven't done yet, and animation opens up the door for a lot of it. Can you imagine, everyone, Samara just popping up on screen, and you just see Samara handling something or making fun of us or something like that, just as a little chibi character or something?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
There was that rumor about Apple slowing down old phones. Well, he's got a brand new one, so that shouldn't be it, unless that's your older phone.
No, that's my new one. It's because I accidentally recorded in slow mo.
Huzzah for naps! I forgot my tea upstairs. God damn it!
Go get your tea.
No, I'm just gonna have a kid get it.
I'll be entertaining for 30 seconds. All right. reconnect to this dumb thing.
See if I can get my kiddo to do it for me. Also, look what I did. I hung up a picture. We've still got some other ones to hang up. But next one I hang up will be I got to use this one as reference. But it'll go right about here. That one right here. So then I need to make a mark in the middle there. So we go up there, up there. I have a mango sweet tea from Popeyes. Yay, kiddo's bringing it. Tea is musty. Yes. Part of that is because like it's caffeine. I need me my caffeine. Oh yeah, it's storage something, but I can't shift into the voice without waiting. Yeah. Hello. I'm drinking iced butterfly PT. Meat. Need meat. Yum. Too late for me to have snacks now. I've been snacking here and there a bit more than what I should on my diet, but I'm trying to get back into the diet in full too, so that's another thing.
This is why gimbals are good.
Huh. The irony is I just straightened out the boards.
The
Because I'm
what?
putting it like right in between the two boards, and I just straightened the boards. All right. Now that should be able to fit perfectly right there. You guys can't quite see it yet. Pick out I'm missing a photo. Here it is. Oh, it doesn't have the thing on it yet. This one has it. Thank you, kiddo.
I still don't know what I'm going to.
Live and the mute. The hot mic.
Mute. Why are you live?
Chris was like, "You want to go live?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Mute.
You can you
I'm
have
too
a
lazy
body.
and you're closer.
I'm actually further away.
No. You're closer.
Do we have the I can't adult now, I'm gaming? Or do we have I think this has to go when I'm actually gaming. Have to put that up and be like, I can't adult now, I'm gaming. And that's when we're doing gaming streams. I'll mute when I sit down and I'm mute. Fine, muted.
How are you live?
There.
All
Put it
right,
on.
I'm muting you again so I can get this done.
Yeah.
All right.
But for everyone paying attention, you look at this and you look at that side, they're almost identical. I'm doing that on purpose.
Dimensional shift. Probably another Borg cube where it doesn't belong. Yep. Oh no. Those idiots. $2.12, this is John and Villain support. $2.12, this is John and Villain support. Listen, you've just dimension jumped to Marvel Universe 616 and you're approaching Asteroid M. You need to stop and you need to turn around now.
Oh. So the voice is just putting it right
Listen,
here.
that assimilation is not going to happen, okay?
Just getting
There's
right
a guy
into
there
it.
who controls
And making
magnets.
it so that I can do whatever I want. There he goes.
Yeah, but that assimilation isn't going to happen, okay? There's a guy there who
I did
controls
believe
magnetism.
I was like, oh, there's a bunch of sound overlay. It's lovely. It's such a lovely little sound overlay.
2.12, listen to me, okay? You are dealing with Magneto, the master of magnetism. He's ruthless, ridiculously powerful, and when it comes to defending Asteroid M or his fellow mutants, he is a cataclysmic danger to a cybernetic race like the Borg.
But it looks massively different. You're probably not going to like it nearly as much.
Please turn around now. You're not going to be able to.
But for all of the animations, we're going to start recording like this so that we can have the full-on 16:9 format, and then we'll slice it and edit it in a specific way outside of that. That has had time to get more
reality shift. Another one? Why?
Add beta sugar. I don't have anything to stir it with down here right now. Yeah, okay. I've got 2 more pictures to hang based off of this.
I might just let
over
this
here,
find out the hard way.
and then I'll have the light right there. I think I can cover that with a picture, quite possibly.
Now,
yeah,
let's see if it's recorded in slow-mo or regular speed. Regular speed!
Yay! Yippee! I don't know if you guys get that reference. It's a game reference, by the way.
Yeah.
Chris and Levi, how dangerous? I don't do Ben.
Okay, turn off.
A part of me will always want to go back to Ben 10 content because I was such a huge fan of Ben 10 Rex and all that stuff. The problem is that both Rex and Ben 10 are incredibly overpowered. They were made overpowered, and then like they were nerfed, and then made overpowered, nerfed, and made overpowered. And it's a very toxic fandom. Like, I have found that it is more toxic than the Star Trek, Star Wars fandom combined. And so it really, like, part of me wants to make content. Another part of me is like, I don't want to deal with death threats again.
What was Rex called again? What was the word? What was it?
Generator Rex.
That's right. They were both cartoons, right?
Yeah.
But they were both cartoons designed to sell toys.
Yep.
Most cartoons.
No, Ben 10 was not originally designed to sell toys, but it did so well that they're like, we gotta turn these aliens, make this alien for a toy, make this thing for a toy. That's how Alien X came to be. Was during the writer's strike that the company was like, hey, we want to sell a toy right now, make this a toy. And the writers weren't there to say, don't make a character so overpowered, we're going to forever forward have an issue with it.
All right, I'm muting you again so I can get this done.
Oh yeah, Larry, yeah, that was a thing. Yep. On all platforms.
Yes, literally. There was a video of Ben 10 versus Superman, and literally Levi was people were threatening to kill.
It was like back when I first got it, I was angry. I was just angry. I couldn't believe it. And at the same time, it was my first real interaction with like, oh my God, this is what people talk about on social media, how bad it can get.
Probably another Borg cube where it doesn't belong.
And like we've avoided political stuff, but there's been times where we've done a political thing or something and we didn't have the following that we have now. I've done a great job curating the following as best as I can. Same thing with Chris, but there's still a lot of people who will do that. Yeah, I feel like that would be more of a thing. I did a new version of the Ben 10 versus Superman with the hopes of being able to bring back the series. And while I didn't get death threats a second time, it was still one of those things where I spent 2 days moderating the chat, and I was like, it wasn't bad, but it started to very quickly as it got more popular. We're like, turn off the comments.
This is John and Villain support.
Before it went. It's less about avoiding. Like, go watch the show. Go have fun with it. You're gonna find people that are okay. Just be prepared that you're going to, like, if you make content or have an argument, and somebody's like, "Oh no, in this season of this thing," it's like the issue I have with the Ben 10 debate is that there is a canon reason for the reboots, which is him screwing up and rebooting the whole universe. And each time it's different because he forgets a little bit. That's the writers wrote that in to make sure every future reboot was Ben 10's fault.
There's a guy there.
That was a very smart move on their end, but it also was like, hey, this is why it looks different. This is why this is no longer canon. They retconned everything every season by doing that too.
Yeah, but
every time there was a reboot, it retconned every previous thing, and people will forget that all the previous stuff is there. And so you have to be specific. Which Ben 10 are you talking about? But that same thing can be said about Superman. The difference,
that assimilation,
being it's a lot easier based on Superman's abilities.
It's gonna happen, okay? There's a guy there who controls magnetism.
Shoot clones out of his hands. Great, you got Silver Age Superman, or before that, I think actually. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I want to do Doctor Who content, and we have.
Okay, you are dealing with Magneto, the master of magnetism. He's ruthless, ridiculously powerful.
You need it
and when it comes
turned up.
to Asteroid M or his fellow mutants, he is a cataclysmic danger to a cybernetic race like the Borg.
Yeah, that almost fits. Yeah,
Please.
kind of like with Ben 10 though too. I'm gonna go ahead and hang up another picture.
You're not gonna be able to
We're fleshing out my office finally, but we're just doing it live. You know what we need to do is we need to do another promo of.
Please turn around now. You're not gonna
promo of what?
The cow, that shirt. Do another one because
I am going to hear that sound in my nightmares.
Let merch pay for all the animation. All right.
Into reality shift. Another one? What?
I might not be able to fit 3 on this one. In?
Please hold. Find out.
Good Zoom tag.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's what it sounded like, Chris. It was literally like a. It was such a bite.
I
sound.
have extremely violent sneezes. I'm sorry.
Like if you feel a bunch of sneezes, come on, just be like, okay, got to record in Audacity.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna put you on mute. I gotta make fight sounds. I've always had an extremely loud sneeze. Ah, 53-year-old comments. Chris is trying to fire off a fireball. Hadouken.
Hadouken! Oh, that would make a great video. That would make a great video. Oh, he's just sneezing at you all the time. Yeah, pretty much.
Nappa, that's the 4th time you destroyed that wall. We've told you, hold it in. I can't, John. It hurts. Colleen, yeah. I have a vuvuzela sneeze. Anyone who doesn't know what that is, that was the big deal at the World Cup when it was in Brazil, I believe. And they had the giant horns that go, and people would just use those constantly.
Check the spacing. A whole finger width of space. Actually caused an echo with my sneeze once. All right.
Charles Winthrop, only because I've done the Nappa voice so much, and it literally is my own voice and just me being growly. I don't change anything.
So for me, it's a lot harder to do the Nappa voice.
This is my voice, and I just go like that.
I saw a webcomic of Batman turning out to be a Time Lord. That would be a funny one. Not a huge fan of that. So Miss Frizzle as a Time Lord, I really personally not a fan of it. I get where it comes from, but I like Miss Frizzle being like this Eldridge-like being more than I'd like them being a Time Lord. Like I like them being a god in the Doctor Who universe more than that.
Yeah, 100%. I Batman my voice into Nappa. Tracking is the same voice as Nappa.
Actually, how well is that video doing right now?
Where is she? I don't know. Where is she? Where is she? Damn it. Levi, I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom. I'm glad everyone's happy to know that. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to do a thing and finish it up because now I got OCD and now I'm like, wow. Barely had the room. Barely have the room to do this one. And then we go downward. Upwards. Why aren't you going in? Don't use the battery to tap that in. That's how well that looks. I think it hit something like another nail or something in there that somebody didn't take out properly. Oh, that works great. Oh, that's right where the power conduit might be. It might just not want to go in because I just essentially bent the screw in order to get that to fit. So there we go. You guys can see it if I move the chair out of the way. And then from there, technically speaking, there would be one right here. If I move the chair, that would hide that. But for that, I would need a piece of wood. You guys want to see a trick? We're going to hide. We're going to have that in a moment. We're going to wait for Chris to get back. Then I'm going to go find a piece of wood while he works on the Stitch skit. Because Stitch becomes half-centered. We insert him into season 2 of Stargate. John needs to figure out how the Borg got there. Right? Give me a Bill Cipher quote. It's been a while. Remember, reality is an illusion. Remember, reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Buy. I'd have to hear it. Hey, want to hear my impression about you in 3 seconds? I can't sing. Don't know where, don't know when. Class 3 time paradox. That's how anyone gets anywhere. Yep, just like him. I'm sorry. You just have to have that echoey, like, little thing that they put on there. Then you're good. Do I sound just like him? Or maybe I was him in a past life. Maybe I'm still Cypher. Who really knows? Damn those kids! Huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Levi sings for donations. Sure. Every $50, I'll do a song. You can't complain about how bad it is, though. You can pick the song, but you don't get to complain about how bad I sing. VV Argost, or the Saturdays call in about a new cryptid. Stitch. Levi has gone bye-bye. I'm back. The lag on that is insane. We gotta wait for Chris to get back. And then I can go on and find, a thing. Holy shit. This might just be the voice. If I just bring it down a little. Yo, man. Like, these midichlorians, they're freaking epic. I took a bite of the Sith. Oh. Not quite sure what's going on. They have this thing called midichlorians in them. Did you find anyone to sing the Trans Warp Drive song? Oh, I'm sure he will. I got a Yo Mama joke. How much for a video of you're singing is a crime against the multiverse? Asking for my cat. $50. There you go. Donate $50 to stream right now. There you go. One time only. Oh no, don't do that. You can't. I can't point at things anymore. I gotta listen to it too. I don't know how it goes. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its tolls, but listen closely. See, I don't know how to do the time warp song. That's the bad thing about not doing, and like we're live, so like yeah, we're gonna get. Yeah, we're live on Twitch. Twitch will hate me so much for this. 1 second. It's really that open. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember. I can't. Hi.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, I apologize about the delay. Stephen, thank you.
Yeah, but now I gotta do that. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those I can't do the time warp song because I don't know how it goes. But I did tell you guys you can't complain. I was doing great. That's because I'm doing this number. Doing the time warp. And then drinking those moments away. Oh. Drinking those moments away. Oh, that's win, not away. Win. Drinking those moments win.
Speaking of singing, remember, okay,
Are we gonna
we gotta find someone who can sing the entirety of Livin' Vegeta Loca, because Popo can't do it. And I don't even know if he's gonna do anything for us again, based on where things are going. But we gotta find someone who can sing that in Nappa's voice. But that said, in making up the thing that I wrote about the Borg, what the Borg Billies say when they come to your ship.
Yeah.
I searched on Google. I wrote, "What do the Borg say?" And now I'm like, now I want to write a song called "What Does the Borg Say?" to the tune of "What Does the Fox Say?" What do the Borg say?
Assimilate. Annihilate. Wait,
You will
that's
be
the wrong
assimilated. All right. This is not supposed to be a singing stream. You wanted to work on what?
Steven, I'm gonna have to do that song at a later time. Remind me that you donated, and we'll try to do it at a later time. I wasn't expecting like I should have known better. Should have known better. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. I can't do it because I don't know it. Anyways, yes, we wanted to work on the Stitch skit so we can move on to, so my brain can move on to other things, to be perfectly honest. And the biggest thing is with the Stitch is there's an expectation of voice acting. So on this one, it's you and Nappa, and we can do a scene of you and Nappa down the road a little bit. But for the first part, it's just a call of you figuring out that the Borg are, while you're talking, it's the Borg that Apophis is fighting. So you get to have fun with this one. talking to Apophis, imagining him whatever he wants to say. It's just a good idea to script it out. If you want to do an improv version of this real quick,
Improv version of what?
so Apophis versus the Borg, right? And you're talking to Apophis, you're trying to figure out what he's fighting. You try to warn Apophis when the Borg ship randomly explodes. And then we hear a few seconds later, and you find out the reason why was because the shuttlecraft went over there. He sent a shuttlecraft. What is that thing called specifically? What is the one that actually has rings in it? I think they all have rings in them, but
Yeah, they do. The little fighters don't, but
there's no way a fighter jet would have gotten there, and like even the other one would have still been an issue.
They are called Teltox.
Teltox.
Or Teltax, yeah.
Might want to listen to it and see how it's pronounced. Either that or just let somebody correct you. Could a Goa'uld parasite a Borg? That's a very good question. And yes, they probably could. Because it's just a host. The problem would be fighting. It would be a one consciousness that has access to thousands of memories versus tens of millions of consciences is whatever. Yeah. I don't think it would go well for the Borg. Or not the Borg, the Goa'uld. A Death Glider? Oh yeah, you know what? It would be funnier if it was a Death Glider. And you just be like, there is no way in hell a Death Glider blew up a Borg shit.
It just fires it and
I think that's the way to go. There's no way a Death Glider blew up a Borg ship.
Yeah. And then you just hear
Yeah, we haven't decided. I'm gonna wait for it to come back. Because I told him he's got time to practice it, right? But he's gonna send me one of two versions. It's either gonna be it's a laugh first with "Here's Johnny," or it's gonna be "Lucy, I'm home." I can do
that cut out your microphone.
Yeah.
Where did you send me the Stitch?
That's in
lines?
general.
Not the Stitch lines, Jesus. The Borg lines. Found them. Wait.
No, which ones? You should have both the regular, the old dimension shift. All of it should be on.
I found it.
The first,
I found it.
Yeah, the first few seconds is me getting into it. Like I
Yep,
just said the whole thing. Okay.
I found it.
Once I hit the voice. And we'll see, that's the thing. They don't know that's what the Borg are yet. And it might be that there's going to be more. They're guaranteed that there will be more Borg, but depending on how well this skit does, you're going to hear Stitch at the end of it, which is great because it's like, oh my God, you're still dealing with Stitch, right? And I love the idea of John going, Nappa! What? Get Levi back, please! And I was like, I can't, John. He turned off his phone. Fuck. Which is which at that point you can say, it's already been a freaking month. How much longer is it going to be? And then we get to go like 2 weeks later, Levi shows up. But we'll figure that out if we want to do that. I kind of want to see what you do as a just Apophis versus Borg scenario, and kind of work it from there. Like the Borg well enough. Apophis probably way better in my opinion. Like you mentioned that you haven't really watched a whole ton of Star Trek, but you know enough about it.
Me?
Yeah, or you did watch a lot of it.
I've seen a fair amount of it, yeah.
Yeah. So there's plenty to work with. Which for anyone that knows, like our best content has been, and probably always will be, content that we know. Right? It's like we don't know all of it. We kind of struggle with it here and there. And when one of us doesn't know it, but the other one does, we do a pretty good job, like helping each other fill in the blanks. That does remind me real quick. I needed to leave you alone for a second. Our shield. A piece of wood to act as a space set.
We've calculated the threat. We've calculated the threat.
Where'd you go? We've lost a Levi.
I was going to use a piece of wood, but I can't find a piece of wood to use as a spacer. All right, so how much space do we need to...
To do what?
I'm going to cover that light switch.
Oh, okay.
That's about getting rid of it so that I like... Because when you've got the camera, you can kind of see this, but this sometimes get cut, this little section right here kind of gets cut off. So I just want to like help it a little bit. So how much do I need? I need enough that it can sit right about there. So what is that? Do I have my calipers here to take a measurement? No, but I do have calipers would be better. A quarter of an inch. What is a quarter of an inch in millimeters?
I don't know.
About 6.35 millimeters. Okay. Levi's a bit sensitive about showing his. Oh well. Check something out real quick.
We've calculated the threat. Our shields will adapt.
So we go here. We go here. We go probably like here.
We've calculated the
We can go
threat.
up.
Our shields will adapt.
We can go down.
Levi, listen to this.
Yeah. Oh no.
Listen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Listen to what I did with just four versions of your line.
We've calculated the threat is minimal. Our shields will adapt.
That is exactly fucking Borg.
Yeah.
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 Sorry.
No, you're good. So let me figure find the lines where all the Borg are speaking.
That is awesome.
It's that line, and it's the magnetic disturbance modulating shields. Okay.
Yeah.
Adapting. Magnetic disturbance. Modulating shields. Shields still ineffective. Adapting.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
Modulating shields. Shields still ineffective.
Yep.
Adapting.
Okay.
Just
So I'm
slightly
going to do just all of that. So then, okay. So we go copy, paste, and we go to, this goes to high in 2020. Okay. So we go high.
Magnetic disturbance. Modulating shields. Shields still ineffective. Magnetic disturbance. Modulating shield.
And this one
It's not
is
even that. It's just he gave effects on each one.
820. And this one is deep 83-100.
So it's not even overlaid. It is just an effect on each one, with that effect being slightly different for each one.
Yep.
Magnetic disturbance. Modulating shields. Shields still ineffective. Adapting. Magnetic disturbance.
Yeah, that right there, that covers it.
I'm sorry. It's,
No, that's fine.
it's always good to hear.
Let me see what they're like if I make them slightly out of sync. No, actually, because all the Borgs speak together. So
Yeah, there's no reason. That's literally the Borg. That sounded perfect. Real quick, and the camera's dirty, and then there's some overlay here. But there's a point right about there-ish, maybe right about there.
oh, you got it.
No,
That's your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just me tweaking the things. But if you look at it, if the mic wasn't in the way, I could very easily cut that on both sides, and you'd get the entire wall.
Yep.
It'd be very close, but it's something that it can happen, and I can easily do.
7136, this is 212. What can I do you for? No, step in the queue. Gosh darn it, I'm in step in the board. Y'all bring Billy Ball Cube 7136, this is 212. What can I do you for? There we go. I got the dang near opening right.
Did you hear all that?
Please, like the more I listen to it, the funnier it gets. That is like just the Borg screwing up their opening is so hilarious to me. Oh my god. And then like correcting himself and being so proud of it. It's just so funny. Again, everyone, there during that take, if you weren't here for it, it was I screwed up and I just kept the voice, then I redid it immediately, got proud of myself, said it in the voice, and like hearing it back and forth, it's like it just sounded like I stayed in character. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I can breathe now. We're good. All right, I need to open up a thing and then make a thing. Quarter of an inch, 6.25 millimeters. We need to make a rectangle. Technically, Levi did it, and thus Hillbilly Trek was born. Oh my goodness! Another update, or is that just okay? Create new project. Create new project. Open up. One of the great things about wood, and it exists. I don't have to do a bunch of things. I just need to cut it and put it up there. Open a what? Make a who? 3D print. Add primitive. You guys want to see what I'm doing? Let me show you what I'm doing. No reason why I can't share it. So we're going to add a primitive. And supposed to be just a triangle, but I don't need a rounded. That's that. That's not what I want. Delete. Add primitive. No, that's not what I want. We do a disk, and I don't want a disk. So let's do a cube, whatever. And then we're going to scale it. Yeah, about yay. And we're going to do 7. Scale. We're not going to make uniform. There we go. I don't really need it that like that. So I need 7. Nope. Nope. 7. We can make it a little bit on the thicker side. Okay. Then we go
A little bit on the thicker side.
add cone. Scale cone down, way down.
What are you making there?
Making a spacer.
For what?
So I can screw in the spacer and then screw in the picture frame stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, because I'm going to be putting that spacer and then we're going to be putting the magnet on top of that, I actually don't need it this thick. I probably only need about half of that. Anyways, we'll figure that out in a minute. And then we're going to...
So, hey, Levi. Both the video I recorded and the script are now in a folder called Borg versus Magneto Animation on the Google Drive.
Okay.
And I'm going to give OpenNock access to that so he can just put his files right there instead of sharing them via email.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
We're going to... Hello, I need you to move. Ah. There. Nope. When you want to see it from the bottom, you want to move it from the bottom. It's just gonna be okay. Now the x-axis. Huh. Well, fine. All right, whatever. Shrink it down all the way, and then should be able to clone that, but it is not wanting to let me clone that.
All right. I've got that over to OpenNock. We'll wait and see what he says about cost and stuff, and we'll go from there. But that is now off our plates until he gets us something back.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted to happen. So, yay! Hey, Dragon Hun. We were recording a little bit. Levi's making a spacer now. I think we're going to start winding down here just because it's about 11:30 p.m. my time.
We needed to stitch. I'm still making the spacer, but like, yeah, but it's on your it's on your thing for the stitch. I was suggesting just doing a quick improv skit with the Apophis versus the Borg and kind of rolling with it. You don't have to have Stitch blow up the cube. I was suggesting go ahead and just do a Borg versus Apophis skit, improv it, and see where it goes from. If you have the idea of, Stitch going in there, if you feel like you can add all those little bits in there, by all means. But just kind of see where it goes, to be honest, and then like we could develop it from there.
Yeah.
Whoop.
This one's going to be vertical though, right? Or horizontal again?
Vertical.
Okay.
We have not fixed all that, and honestly, even if we go to animate this skit, I'm not sure. Like, there's certain parts I've mentioned this part, but there's certain parts of this skit that just like I can't fix or do again.
Yep.
So I don't think that that's ever. What do you think? And I screwed with the. Doesn't need to be perfect. My OCD. You know what? Screw it. No. Let's just slice that. Let's make that about half that thickness, though. Why does that still... Ooh. That's not going to work. Because it's not going to hold. What?
Now, what are the little fighters called?
Hatox?
Death gliders.
Death gliders. Oh, yep.
Udajit.
I think that's too big of a hole right there, to be honest. I need more of a taper on that.
The Hatox are the big 6-sided pyramid ones.
Ah.
I'm going to meet you and get this improved. Oh, yeah. I need my deedly bob.
Well, that'll work. There we go. Boop. I feel like that needed to be a little bit smaller. Don't go glitchy on me.
Apophis, what do you mean it's a ship you've never seen?
Yeah, that'll work. No worries, Project Katam. It says I can't download the file. Any reason that might be on your end? No. This reminds me, I never rewatched the last season of Stargate fully since the first. Yeah, I kind of am in the same boat as that, to be honest. So I get that. God damn, you are being very specific. Okay. So that'll be done in 12 minutes. We can prototype it and take a look. Guys, if you need help remembering what something is called for Stargate, you can use the website called Gate World. They have an Omnipedia. Hot Tots, you coming out with a tater tot right now? Be nice to have an odd skit that is just office life with Napa, John, and Levi. See, now that's a thing that we've discussed. I want to discuss this real quick. We need animation to do well enough to go ahead and do the Kickstarter. Because then we can be like, okay, we know this works. Now we can do the Kickstarter and we can have Kickstarter goals. Each goal would be, hey, this is a series. Hey, this is going to be a thing. Hey, this. The Office Life skit is we have a series that we have a ton of ideas for that we haven't been able to do. where it would be kind of like an Archer Adventure Bros type of thing, but in the office, combined with the office. So you'd get all these wacky characters and everything. Actually, you know, the perfect example does exist. It would be it's on Netflix. What is that show called? I just spaced what it was called. The perfect example does exist. It does exist. But I can't think of the name. Somebody's probably gonna find the name right as I'm searching for it. The Office. Yeah. Well, not The Office, but like I purposely have avoided watching The Office straight out. I've seen plenty of TikToks though. God, what is that called? Mind you, it wouldn't be as raunchy as there would be that. Oh, that's Amazon Prime. That's one of the reasons why I'm having trouble finding it. Inside Job. That's what it was. Think Inside Job. With how wacky it is, but like make it like mostly PG-13. I have not seen the newest episode of Doctor Who. I need to watch Doctor Who, but like,
Sorry, I was helping Open figure out how he could access the file.
did he manage to get access to it?
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to respond. I don't know why he couldn't have in the first place, but
Yeah, everyone, we're kind of waiting on that. And then yeah, it got late. So like I was gonna do another. We were gonna probably do another skit or two, but it's one of those things where it's gotten pretty late now. It's time to like we'll do this and then probably wind down. Oh, I mean, I think everyone did, Jeremy. Like I've seen the spoiler, quote unquote, of it. And I'm like, I mean, I mean, if the Doctor's going to do something, so is, you know, his opposite. The skit is getting ready to log off. Yeah, effectively. And you guys do have the skit that I sent you that you both liked. What is that? Hey, sweetie, your laundry's done. Yeah, it is. If your gloves are down here, they should be in the same spot that they were last time. Okay, give me a minute. Let me go check. I don't know why Chris is muted right now. Hey, let's take a
where'd he go now? I'm sorry, guys. I had my microphone turned off. I apologize. Where'd Levi run off to?
I ran off to take care of a phone call, Chris.
Ah, okay. I have laundry that needs to get dried that I forgot to dry earlier today. There
Sorry
you
about
are.
All right, and I didn't like hear you. You were muted.
Can't
for
hear
some-
you.
How about now?
Can't hear you.
Okay, then you're muted, not me.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I was muted.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you doing your skit. It was just blank. I had
I
to.
muted my microphone. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, here, let me throw this onto Discord and then I'll play it for you. Hold on. I feel stupid now.
Good thing is being able to film vertically gives us just don't have to worry about us.
Well, and my background is set up for vertical filming. So
my background is just ironically set up for either or.
Yeah.
More so for vertical, mind you, because I didn't have to worry about the other half of my background. Where did you put that?
I'll play it here in a second. Just hold up.
Hey, late no, Chris and I both got decent nap in. I actually woke up and I went to, because my back was hurting, I went to sit on the couch and like get into a position, and I passed out and I woke up again with Ryu going to pick up the kids. I'm like, it's been several hours.
All right, so let me what the fuck? There it is. Okay. Present, share screen, entire screen, bink. You on the phone? Yeah, he's on the phone. All right.
I'll take care of him. Both kiddos. Raven might not go to school tomorrow. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So here we go. You ready? Okay. Apophis, just to clarify, you are 100% positive that this is not an Asgard ship. Not some new design, and it's not a Tok'ra ship either. I can't think of anybody in your universe that has a cube shape. I need to check something. Hold on. Okay, listen. Okay, that ship belongs to a race called the Borg. I know you haven't heard of them. They are not from your reality. They've been reality jumping lately. No. Do not attack them. You sent a single death glider? I mean, to scout it out, sure, but if you have it shoot at them, it's going to hit their shields. It might hit the ship. They'll adapt immediately. It'll never hit them again, and they will destroy you. You mean it blew up? I know that voice. I know. Levi, you need to. And that's when it'll cut off, and you're like, I know, John, I'm aware.
So only problem is Levi's still on vacation at this point. Because Levi
then I can have Napa be like, John, Levi's not here.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh crap. All right.
That's like, it's no. That's where you can go. It's already been a month. Because that's what we need. We need to establish a timeline. So they're like, it's already been a month. That means I'm back in 2 weeks. But you guys don't know that yet.
A Stitch thing going here?
Huh?
No. Okay, so hold on. We need
So the only thing we have to do is we have to that works out really well. The only thing that we need to do is figure out the lines, and maybe you might have to redo pacing and whatnot. But I really like the entirety of how you did that. I love the start of like, oh shit. That really is like, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't think because in Stargate, ships come in all shapes. Like it's awesome that's an availability there to do that. Because you can literally be, you know what? I'm not seeing this. It doesn't exist. It's not there. So that is perfect. John Levi's still on vacation. Oh crap! It's been a month. We need him now. No, it's already been a month. He needs to get back here now.
Yeah. So let me get in here real quick, and I'm gonna create a new file from document. Bink, 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 bink. All right. So, after John, yells for Levi.
And what's great about this for everyone here, the only thing we need to do is figure out Apophysis' voice, which we might have somebody that can do that, but oh shit. Huh. You did a video way back in the day, Apophis is Clueless on TikTok.
Yeah, he is. He always has been.
I need to be able to hear Apophis speak. That was Peter Williams that did that movie. So much music in the background of all the old shows. There's a score for everything. And like it just shows you how much sound plays in shows, how much it matters, and having that score sets the tone of the thing. Trying my best here to find a clip of Apophis just speak. I love me trying to find a Stargate Apophis speaking. You're literally on the videos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 9th video for me. This is just so funny to me.
Apophis from the opposite universe, where he's the happy-go-lucky, wise, benevolent galactic ice cream man. Oh. Hold on.
Why can't I find a clip of Apophis speaking?
And even though this is a longer video, OpenOx said the cost is the same, which is awesome.
I'll probably need to know. Dig into this. Probably start with the call center and space shots and add the Borg after this. That's cool. I demand Kalma. So their voice is overlaid so much. Their voices. Oh, I didn't realize I was. Oh, that's you. That's sharing your screen right now. I took it off. Yeah. So he just has like a. We just. I demand Kalma, and it's like a mid-range voice. I demand Kalma. Oh, I demand Kalma. Might
We
be able
did
to
the
do
same thing where you kind of layer it over itself and give
Yeah.
one of them reverb.
So, how deep of a voice? Like, what's your mid-range voice? I know you can get kind of deep because of that, but like without trying, just relax.
I can do this pretty easily.
Can you go? I demand Kalma.
I demand Kalma.
So, do you want me to do the voice since it'll be you on screen for the most part? Or do you want to do the voice?
I mean, you can do it fine. I mean, we can play with filters and noises to make it work anyways.
Yeah. So we'll just take care of the voice. It works for us. That's awesome. Because it's such a normal voice. Hey. I had a product show up for TikTok, of course. That's a timer that's on my fridge. It's got 2 magnets on it, and I
Yeah.
can just scroll it and make a timer. It's really cool. And so I don't have to like. I was like, this is not bad. I like analog timers. I'm that type of guy that likes. That'd be really cool. Apparently, it fell just randomly. The back apparently just came off and it fell. I'm gonna have to, when I get done, I'm gonna have to go up there and look at it. But like, I already did a video because I was like, it's a little timer that's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal. But if it just literally fell apart and no one screwed with it, it's just been sitting on the fridge like it's supposed to, that's a problem. And I'm not gonna have a crap product on my thing. But I'll have to go and take a look and see what they mean and kind of go from there. Are you going to continue making the videos where Pokemon meets Pal World? No. I apologize about that, but there's a reason why. That's no longer the case. Pal World went and caved, and I understand why. And it's no longer a joke that we can do, unfortunately. Like we could, but like it also doesn't fit. Pal World is 100% its own thing now. And so you get left with this feeling of like, oh, well, that's kind of what it used to be. It kind of sucks, and that's what people will talk about in the comment section versus how funny the video is. Because that's what happened in the last video, because at the time it got put out was the time that they were getting sued, and I thought it was a funny little video, but you had a lot of people having that discussion, and that's just going to happen again. It sucks, but I might be able to revisit it like in a year when people have like processed that and go from there. But I really like how my background's looking. That's really fleshing out, isn't it? I definitely want more unique art. Like I have the Bad Wolf right there, which is really nice. I have this. This looks really cool. Being able to modify this is going to be really nice. And then that blank spot is going to stay blank for anyone wondering. For the gold, whenever we get gold, if we manage to get it within the next couple of years, that'd be really nice. But like that's gonna stay and remain blank specifically for the gold play button, or when the game fully releases. That's the print's done. I'll be right back, Chris.
Okay. gold YouTube plaque? I'm sure he will at some point. So what do y'all think about this so far? So we do the bit that I did where John finds out that Stitch is in the Stargate universe. And John yells to Levi, and Napa goes, John, Levi is not here. And John goes, it's been a fucking month. And Napa goes, you're not the one dealing with his entire workload. So shut it and figure it out. And John goes, Stitch is in the Stargate universe. And Napa goes, figure it out. I may be able to barely handle his day-to-day, but I cannot magically Levi things the way he does. Sorry. Okay, so here. I'll start over since you weren't there. So here we go.
What?
After the video that I did, and John goes, Levi? Napa goes, John, Levi. Oh, hold on. I thought I was sharing this. I'm not. Napa goes, John, Levi is not here. John goes, it's been a fucking month. And Napa goes, you're not the one dealing with his entire workload. So shut it and figure it out. And John goes, Stitch is in the Stargate universe. And Napa goes, figure it out. I may be able to barely handle his day-to-day, but I cannot magically Levi things the way he does. Sorry. John goes, I'm calling him. John calls Levi. Phone rings. Levi answers. Here's your line.
You're one of 3 people who have this number, and it's only for the gravest of emergencies.
Stitch is in the Stargate universe. Hangs up on me. God damn it. Calls again.
Gravest of emergencies, John. Gravest of emergencies.
I just want to make sure you remember that I handle situations like this way differently than you do. This is going to get very destructive.
I have 5 more weeks of vacation, John.
Got it. Destruction it is.
And Levi, I love the idea that Levi just doesn't give a fuck.
I love the laughing and then the gravest of emergencies, John. Gravest of emergencies. I would love it if the way that John gets Levi back into the office is he calls it again and Levi goes, John, gravest of, and John goes, Napa drank all your sweet tea. And you're like, that motherfucker. And you show back up.
That could be okay. So the question is when we can. So I have it as I just spaced his name. The caseworker. Bubbles. Cobra Bubbles was the reason why my vacation was cut short. But I feel like that's a thing that we could I think it would be even funnier if even Cobra Bubbles showing up and telling me what's going on didn't make me come back.
Yeah, but it maybe it's not sweet tea, but what like delicacy could Levi have in the office that Napa finds and eats? And Napa's like, if I'm doing your work, I get to eat your snacks. And you're like, no, you do not. I was saving those for a special occasion. Do you know how hard it is to get those?
What if it's something that no longer exists, but it causes massive nostalgia? Original Twinkies.
Yeah, okay. So time jump. John calls Levi.
Yeah, RC. He's in my. He got into your snack drawer, which would be funny because then we could even have it be. We can even like have John be the voice of like, aren't those expired? And I was like, no, John, I put time magic on them. They will never expire. Okay, but where are you getting them? What part of time magic do you not understand? Let that be the joke of it. Is like, what part of time magic do you not understand? Like, where are you getting them? Oh yeah, the Choco from Klondike.
So it'll be this. We can always update it later, but time jump. John calls Levi.
Gravest of fucking.
Napa got into your snack drawer.
So
No, your special snack drawer.
snap.
That motherfucker.
You gotta have me in flip flops. Make sure it's like I'm and like we'll make the merch. Wearing flip flops and everything. I'll wear full on villain support merch for it. Hawaiian shirt, everything. Yeah, the pants, the shorts.
Yep. Board shorts.
I like that right there. The space-time continuum snack drawer.
Oh, hon. Okay.
Oh, no. Better yet, right there. No, your special snack drawer. I'm like, it's not that special. There's only a few things. Not that one. It's just some snacks from overseas. And then let it be that motherfucker. And then when I come back, no, it needs to be Napa. You better not have touched the Choco tacos. No. Napa, do not eat that Choco taco.
Are they calling Crystal Pepsi too?
No, instead of my, just put the instead of my. Damn it, the RC Cola and Crystal Pepsi too, and then literally it's like and then literally it cuts off. No, let's not do the Joel.
Right.
Just have the and then have it cut off, and then I yell at Napa right there.
Hold on 1 second. Napa. He looks at Napa. You put that.
That's where you need to have Napa go, or what? I'll make you relive. Oh, what's something that Napa 100% would be like? Yep, I'm done. The relive. I'll make you relive the the Bane moment that oh god, no. Needs to be something super easy to say. That's a threat that we've used before.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I feel like it has to be the whole like it has to be related to the time stuff. What is something that Napa would absolutely Vegemite? Hold on, let me say that one. I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over, time loop style. No, better yet, I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over every time you close your eyes to sleep for the next 20 years. Let's see if I can put a little bit more venom in that. I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over every time you close your eyes to sleep for the next 20 years. I think we could just do every time you close your eyes. Oh, I will make you relive your death at Vegeta's hands 1,000 times over every time you close your eyes to sleep, yawn, or even sneeze for the next 20 years. And then Napa just drops whatever he's on. This is the I don't know if you're going to be able to find a choco. You're going to need something that looks like a choco taco, to be honest. No.
Klondike discontinued them in July 2022.
Yeah.
There is a new version being offered by Taco Bell in collaboration with Salt and Straw. What? Wait, can you still get them? Hold on. Let me just do this. Let me just do
Not gonna have everyone see your search history. I could make one. Yeah, we need something that just kind of like, it doesn't have to be exactly a Choco Taco. But it'd be cool if it like looks like, you can get RC Cola. Yeah, you can get RC Cola, but Levi isn't gonna flip out on RC Cola. I'll be honest. The Choco Taco that you can no longer get, on the other hand,
I mean, all I have to do is get a taco, and wrap it in foil, and it'll look like a Choco Taco.
yeah.
Just taco shell. Okay.
Probably should be more exotic for Levi to care. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's such a common thing. Levi can get them. He's a time mage. It's more along the lines of it's an inconvenience. And that's going to be something like, can't he just go back and get them or something? No, he can't. It's an inconvenience to the highest extreme to be able to go and get these items. And so he set up a snack drawer to be able to do it. But every time he has to make one appear, something else disappears from the world. So he's literally choosing to destroy something every time.
It's equivalent exchange.
Yeah. We should probably write that down real quick in the lower section.
Yep. 1 second.
You can probably find images online of the Choco Taco and put them on the foil. For a freaking 20-second skit of Napa like palming the thing of what looks like foil and just setting it down, of like really thin foil, mind you, but still And that can literally be like any snack that has like that foil type wrapping would be all that he would need. And then just rinse it out, turn it inside out, and put a taco shell in there and be like, If you film it right, you never see it exactly, but you still know what's going on. Kiddo asking me when we're going to be done with the live. We're going to be done soon.
Well, yeah. So Levi can get things from the past, but it works like Full Metal Alchemist equivalent exchange. To get a thing from the past is to sacrifice something from the present.
Yes. Where'd you put Oh, here. I'm going to grab that.
Anyway, no, it's past midnight here. I need to shut down.
Yep. And we got to put ice cream in a taco shell. Yeah, that'll work. Put ice cream in a taco shell. Put a little chocolate on top. You're good.
Well,
anyway,
he'll just be holding it. So literally, I'm just gonna get some taco shells and put foil on them, and it'll look enough like it.
Yeah. The shiny side out.
Yep.
You guys, I want to thank you all for joining us. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, and by spirit and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails my way again, our way again. Have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a product of the villain. Have an Acme day. No. Have an Acme day is a product of the villain. Having an Acme day will be retroactive build your account. Have an Acme day.
Bye, everyone.
Night, everybody.